What's going on, guys? TJ here, and I've been playing a lot of Dark Souls 2 at the minute. I got the Scholar of the First Sin edition on Xbox One, and it's pretty hard, I'm not gonna lie. It's pretty difficult. Um, so I've decided to make a video on my top 15 tips that I'll probably make it a lot easier for you in the game. Uh, you won't end up dying as much, hopefully. Uh, and all these tips have worked for me, and these are the things that I go by. So I thought I'd share them with you, and hope you enjoy. Number one, never carry too many souls. I try not to carry over 10,000 because every level that I upgrade now costs around 8,000, 9,000 souls because I'm level 80. Um, the reason I do this is because if I die for whatever reason, um, I'll want to go and get them back, and it just reduces the amount of souls you could potentially lose against. To say you're carrying 50,000 souls, you don't want to die with 50,000 souls on you. Go and use them as soon as you've got them. Unless you're just asking to lose them, really. Souls in this game are important. They're used for buying. Everybody already knows what they're used for. They're used for buying shit. They're used for upgrading your stats. But yeah, that's number one. Number two is if you keep dying in the same area, then take it as a hint that you're not good enough for that area. This game takes a lot of patience, so you need to make sure that you're ready for the area. Number three is try to never play boss fights alone, unless you know for certain that you're good enough. Make sure you're human and wait for summoning signs. The creators have put a lot of NPC summoning signs in that aren't even actual people. They're just NPCs that are set around before certain boss fights for people to use when they go in to make the boss fight a bit easier. And number four, never waste souls on equipment early, because the chances are you're going to find an item on the ground or through someone that you can buy. You're going to come across items which are better than your current weapons, even after you've leveled them up +3, +4, +5. And these weapons won't even need leveling, and you'll have just wasted God knows how many souls on a sword and how many Titanite shards. The blacksmith in Medulla only has so many Titanite shards that you can buy, and once they're gone, they're gone. But yeah, that's number four. Number five is don't be afraid to go back to lower level areas to farm. When I was level 30, 40, tried tackling No Man's War. And I knew I wasn't a high enough level, so I went to the Fallen Giants area. Forgot what it's called now, but there's a few easy NPCs. They're just hollowed humans, and they're so easy to kill. 2 hits and they were down, and then eventually it got to 1 hit, and that's when I knew I could tackle No Man's Wharf. But yeah, just go to lower level areas, farm, good item drops and easy souls. Number six is practice parrying. It is hard to master parrying, but you just need to try and try and try. Try and get one crappy little low level enemy and just practice with your shield or your sword. And you just get the timing right. You need to know how heavy your weapon is. You need to know how fast their attacks are. But once you've been in a fight with someone for quite a while, you take in how fast their attacks are, and you already know how fast you are at parrying. And yeah, you'll get used to it after a while. Number seven, manage your stamina well. If you run out of stamina and you get hit, you'll get staggered. And a lot of bosses end up doing this, and they get a lot of killing blows on you. Say you've got half health, and they manage to get 2 hits on you because you're parried. Because you're staggered, you're gone. Yeah, you just need to make sure that you bring your shield down when he's not attacking, and bring it up when he is attacking. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Number eight is use bloodstains to your advantage. They could show you not what to do. They if you're in an area and there's a bloodstain on the ground and you touch a bloodstain and it turns out there's a trap ahead here and it falls into that guy falls into the trap, then you've just averted a death, haven't you? Because you know it's there. You're going to find a way around it. You can go back, you can go a different way, or you can go right through it and skip it, or run through it and it might not catch you. But yeah, definitely use bloodstains. Have helped me a lot. Number 9 is read floor messages for illusionary walls. And there's a lot of in the Forest of the Fallen Giants. I think that's what it's called. There's a lot of messages and on the floors and in the Lost Bastille as well. There's a lot of messages in there that show you where illusionary walls are, and there's good loot in these rooms. So yeah, it's always good to read the floor messages. Some of them are quite funny as well. The praise of some ones are annoying as shit, but you know, you get used to them. Number 10, if you can't kill them, don't try, and you need to know when to run and when to not. If you're not high enough level, as I said before, you're not a high enough level. You can't challenge the entire game at level 20 or 30. You can't. You need to know when to back out of a fight and when to carry on. Unless you think you've got a chance of getting lucky, or he's on low health, or you think you can take him, or you're on equal health, but you think about running. But yeah, just make sure that you know when to run. It's not a bad thing running away on this game. It's surviving. It's a hard game. You need to know when to run and when not to run. Number 11 is be patient when fighting. Learn their attack patterns, and then learn when you have time for an attack. The last sinner or lost sinner has lots of attacks. I was watching another video this afternoon, and he after one of his heavy attacks, he does an instant attack after it, and it lures people into attacking him, and he gets a cheap shot away, and it does take off quite a lot of health because it's a thrust attack, and it does do quite a lot of damage. It's 100 and plus damage, I think. So yeah, don't rush in and think you can take him. You need to study the patterns. This isn't a game you can run in, attack everything, and just like brute force your way through. You've got to analyze certain things in this game, like enemies, and there'll be a clip on now that'll show you how to learn enemy movements after killing them so many times, and it just makes the game so much easier. Number 12 is abuse bonfires. If you leave a bonfire and you go and attack something and you lose a lot of health, finish off killing them or go back and rest. The enemies will respawn and you'll end up with full Estus flasks, full health, and you might be able to do it a second time by taking less damage, and you might conserve an Estus flask or a life gem in the process. Number 13 is try and kill your enemies one at a time. This game is extremely hard when you've got a big group of enemies ganging up on you, because they all do attacks at different times, and if you get caught off guard and all three of them end up getting a cheeky attack in on you, you're dead pretty much, no matter what enemy, unless it's a shitty low level enemy. But yeah, you need to single out certain enemies and make sure that you kill them one at a time, unless you've got a heavy attack which you think can take them all out of 3 at a time. I know a lot of two-handed swords are pretty long, and they can take out a lot more than one enemy at a time. Number 14 is life gems. Use life gems at a last resort. They're too slow at healing and don't replenish, so use your Estus flasks. I know they take time to restore. A bonfire. All you need to do is go to a bonfire and rest, and you get your Estus flasks back. Life gems take too long to restore your health, and it's not they're not very useful in a fight where you could critically need a lot of health to kill him if he's doing a lot of damage. And you've got to buy them again. Once you use them, they don't replenish at a bonfire. You need to buy them. They're only 300 souls, but if you use your Estus flasks, if you had enough Estus flask shards, and you've got 4 or 5 Estus flasks, then by all means use them. That's pretty much 5 full health refills. So use them instead of life gems, because I know they take a while to drink, but if you time it right, you can get your drink away. if you take it just after the attack you, whoever it is, um, you'll have enough time and you'll be able to get your shield back up and block it before they attack you. Number 15 is one I abuse the most. It's it's if you're depending on what build you are, it's a lot easier for you to learn ranged attacks. If you're I forgot what the class is called, but if you can learn mage attacks, then use mage attacks. Or if you start off with good stats for using a bow, I think it's dexterity and something else. You can use a bow. This helps so much because you can just pick them off from afar and take no damage. And plus, if you use your magic spells, they also replenish bonfires. So yeah, that's a good thing to know when you're playing this game because it does help a lot. I wouldn't recommend using bows because you don't get to replenish your arrows. You've got to buy them from shops. But yeah, there's my 15 tips. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, feel free to subscribe or give a like. I'll be uploading a few more videos soon, hopefully. I've got a bit of time on my hands at the minute with the university coming to an end. But yeah, as I said, if you like, then subscribe, leave a comment. Constructive criticism is always welcomed. And see you guys later.